Hello, everyone. After studying and understanding the application of the RSR automatic operation mode, we have mastered the conditions required for industrial robots to operate automatically, the naming rules for program names, and the relationship between system I/O and program selection. In this lesson, we will further learn about the principle and setup steps of PNS automatic operation mode. How can we control the robot to automatically run programs through external signals? The content of this lesson, principle and setting steps of PNS automatic operation mode, will address this question. In this lesson, we will mainly explain through three parts. 1. Conditions for automatic operation. 2. Setup of the PNS start method. 3. Selection of system signals. Let's first learn about the conditions for automatic operation. Now, let's look at the startup conditions for PNS. 1. Set the control mode switch to the auto position. We can see automatic displayed on the teach pendant. If it is not an automatic mode, we can set the control mode switch to automatic mode using the key on the control cabinet. 2. Set the program to a non-step-by-step execution state. If it currently displays step-by-step, you can press the step button on the teach pendant to set it. 3. Set UI 1, UI 2, UI 3, and UI 8 to on. 4. Set the TP switch to off. 5. Change the external dedicated signal to enabled. 6. Change the automatic mode to remote. 7. Set the system variable $earn_master to 0. If its default value is not 0, change it directly to 0. Next, let's learn about the setup of the PNS start method. What are the characteristics of the PNS automatic operation mode? The first characteristic, when a program is interrupted or executing, these signals are ignored. The second characteristic, the automatic start signal, prod_start, begins executing the selected program from the first line. When a program is interrupted or executing, this signal is not received. The third characteristic, up to 255 programs can be selected. Let's take a look at the steps for setting up PNS together. Press the buttons in sequence, press the menu key, then press the settings key, and then press the program selection key, as shown in the figure. If option 1, program selection mode, does not display PNS, you can change the program selection mode to PNS by double-clicking on the black background text or placing the cursor on the selection item in option 1 and pressing the F4 key. At this point, the system requires a restart. We need to turn off and restart the industrial robot before we can use the PNS automatic operation mode. After the restart is completed, follow the above steps to enter the program selection interface, and press the F3 detail key to enter the PNS setup interface. Move the cursor to the base number field and input the base number, which can be 0. You might have a question from the previous learning. Why is it that when learning about RSR, you only need to press one button to run the program, but how does the PNS automatic operation mode select programs through an external button? Let's continue learning. First, let's look at the program naming rules for the PNS automatic operation mode. 1. The program name must be 7 characters long. 2. It consists of the letters RSR followed by a 4-digit program number. 3. Program number equals PNS number plus base number, pad with zeros if insufficient. By opening the program selection interface, we do not see program numbers displayed as in RSR. The PNS settings only provide 3 configuration options. Do not modify the PNS in the first option. This is the PNS number that starts the program name. Modifying it will prevent the program from running. The second is the base number, which is key to selecting the program. The base number in the program name equals the base number here plus the program number. The program number comes from a combination of external buttons, which is a set of binary numbers. We need to convert these binary numbers into decimal numbers to get the required program number. The third option confirms that the signal pulse width does not require any setup. For example, if we create a program named PNS 0123 and want to run this program, we need to set up the robot according to the method we just learned, and then set the base number. If we set the base number to 120, then the program number is 3, which converts to binary as 00000011. Therefore, the corresponding external buttons to press are U9 and U10. If we set the base number to 100, then the program number is 23, which converts to binary as 00010111. The corresponding external buttons to press are U13, U11, U10, and U9. Some students might say, what if I don't know how to convert binary numbers? Actually, in the computer start menu, under accessories, there is a calculator that you can use to perform binary number conversions. It is very simple and convenient. Let's go through an example to specifically illustrate how to achieve automatic operation with PNS. First, we create a program named PNS 0006 and write the required program, then set up the requirements for PNS automatic operation as mentioned earlier. The base number here is set to 0, but it can also be set to other values. Next, we press the menu key on the Teach pendant, find the signal option, locate the UOP control signal option and press enter, and select the input interface using the F3 key. The input status is shown in the figure when no external selection switch is pressed. When we press the system signals UI9 and UI10 from the external buttons, the system input signal display looks like this. At this time, the robot will not run immediately like in RSR. We still need to press U18 and U17. Only then will the robot operate according to the program we wrote. One important point to note here is that U18 requires an on signal, while U17 only needs a rising edge to start the robot. Additionally, it should be noted that when the robot needs to execute another program with a different name, besides selecting the program through U9 to U16, U18 needs to be released and pressed again, and U17 also needs to obtain a rising edge once more. Let's summarize the key steps for PNS automatic operation. Please note that U18 requires a continuous on signal, while U17 only needs a single rising edge to start the robot. When executing another program, both U18 and U17 need to be reoperated. Today's lesson is over. See you in the next lesson.